I think we can have the logo by like Sunday tomorrow. Like the final. There's a bunch of different ideas.
We're gonna, Jerick and I are gonna go cement things for the hospital.
Okay, so
you gotta get close up like the plants.
WASCAA as an organization really means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to everyone else. And personally, my experience with cancer started 10 years ago when my mother was first diagnosed. It really changed my family's life. There was a lot of late nights, and my brother and I could go a whole week without seeing either of our parents. The 10 years that my mother went through cancer were one of the hardest years for our family. Obviously, that's the majority of my lifetime, but I know my dad, he changed a lot throughout the experience, and he learned a lot too. Recently, she finally passed away in March of this year. It was kind of a big shock to me because it had been going on for so long that I kind of just assumed that she would make it through. It changed our family a lot, not just her passing, but also just the diagnosis itself. It really changed the dynamics of our family. I didn't get to see her as much, and I didn't even get to see my dad as much because they were always talking with doctors or staying overnight in the hospital. And I think cancer is just something that whether someone survives it or loses to it or is still battling it, it just completely changes the dynamics of all the family relationships. So that's really why I decided to help start WASCAA. I think it's important to be aware of how it affects our fellow students in the Inglemoor community, and I just don't want any other family to have to go through what my family went through.
WASCAA is community,
hope, dedication,
diversity.
It's motivational.
Should I go? Okay. So WASCAA was created as our retaliation against obviously the terrible disease of cancer, because as students we aren't empowered to do what we think is right for the world a lot of the time. And after so many tragedies had occurred to so many students that I knew and the rest of the people knew, we decided that it was our time to let everybody know that the student community is affected just as much as everybody else. So WASCAA kind of stemmed out of that. We do want to raise awareness, raise money, help students in need, but it all comes back to the fact that this is our way of showing that we are against cancer.
Audio Jungle.